Hello viewers, welcome to the Dateline Northeast, a roving report, a program that gives an overview of the developments in India's Northeast region. I'm your host Chandrakala and the highlights of today's program are: Rajnath Singh chairs high-level meeting on border issues in Mizoram. Kiran Rijiju flagged off new ambulance service in Guwahati. Mountaineer Anshu Jamsenpa scales Mount Everest for 5th times. And digital smart class facelift the education sector in Manipur. Central government has been constantly on work to build better relationship with bordering countries and better ties in trade, infrastructure and security affairs. Recently, Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh chaired a high-level meeting in the landlocked state of Mizoram and took talks on the security and Indo-Myanmar border issues and to build bilateral relations with the country's neighbouring nations. We have a report.
Being the gateway to Southeast Asian countries, India's Northeast region has high potentials in bilateral trade with the neighbouring countries and brings development to the region and the country as a whole. However, insurgencies and illegal immigrants have been key concerns on security affairs in the Northeast region. In the landlocked state of Mizoram, Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh chaired a high-level meeting with 4 northeastern states bordering Myanmar on border issues and to improve basic facilities and infrastructure for the people in remote bordering areas. India's 1,643-kilometer border with Myanmar, touching Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur and Mizoram, is unique in many ways, as it has a visa-free movement regime for the people living within 16 kilometers of either side of the border.
India and Myanmar share peaceful and friendly relations. Indo-Myanmar border is unique in many ways. However, it is being misused by militants and trans-border criminals who smuggle weapons, narcotics, contraband goods and fake Indian currency notes. With fast improving security situation in Northeast region, militants are denied hideouts here and some of them have relocated themselves across the border.
During the meet, the Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh had announced a committee under Secretary Border Management for identification of gaps in basic infrastructure along Indo-Myanmar border areas and asked to submit a detailed report before 31st December 2017. To initiate action on the situation along the Indo-Myanmar border affecting trade and free movement of people across the border, Home Minister has requested the Ministry of External Affairs to formulate standard operating procedures so that militants and criminals are filtered at the border. Moreover, for strengthening and upgrading of police infrastructure in all the states bordering Myanmar, Rajnath also informed that the police stations will be well equipped with good infrastructure and qualified manpower. The Home Minister also applauded the Assam Rifles for counter-insurgency operations and guarding Indo-Myanmar border with determination and unshakable courage.
Ministry of Home Affairs will constitute a committee headed by Special Secretary Internal Security to examine the present rules and regulations adopted by the border states for implementation of free movement regime and to give recommendations for uniform and effective implementation of free movement regime. Special Secretary Internal Security will submit her report within 3 months after consulting the states and other stakeholders.
In order to have a string of modern cities under Smart City project, Rajnath also mentioned the centre's commitment to fast-track development of the northeastern region and steady progress in infrastructure development along with modern villages for the integrated development.
हम लोग बहुत खुश था मिजोरम में ये पहले बार आया था ये लोग हम लोग मिजोरम आदमी है हम लोग पहले बार देखा हमने। और ऐसे चीज़ है हमने देखा जो भी हो उसका मन में जो भी कुछ किया दिल से किया। हम लोग बहुत खुश है उसका बारे में और हम लोग खुश है उसका विश्वास है भरोसा है उसका ऊपर में हमारा।
Greater connectivity and quality infrastructure in the region and the neighboring areas will give an impetus to enhance movement of goods, services and people across the border.
Realizing the potential of Northeast for becoming a healthcare hub for Southeast Asia, Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Kiren Rijiju flagged off the new ambulance service in the city of Guwahati for the patients of Arunachal Pradesh who usually visit Shillong for medical treatment. A report.
Comprising of abundant natural resources, India's northeast region is developing fast in various sectors and health sector remains a major area of development. It has immense potentialities to become a healthcare hub for Southeast Asia countries. So far, various health schemes, services, medical colleges, hospitals, etc. has been introduced in the states pertaining to the need of the people in the region. Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Kiren Rijiju recently flagged off a new ambulance service in Assam's Guwahati city, especially adhering to the need of the patients from Arunachal Pradesh who usually undergoes medical treatment in Shillong. The ambulance was donated by Hindustan Prefat Limited following a request from the Arunachal Students' Union, Shillong.
Guwahati itself is already a medical hub. There are many good hospitals in Guwahati. I have visited some of the hospitals while meeting the patients and I've interacted with the doctors here, the management of the hospital. They are very committed. The dedication of the management and the doctors are very inspiring. And I always feel that I should do something for the medical fraternity as well as for the convenience of the patients and their relatives.
Stressing on the need to improve the medical standard in the region, Rijiju said favorable policies, support from the government, proactive support from the private sectors, etc. is a must. The region is progressing well in terms of healthcare, but more development are on the pipelines like introduction of ambulances, advanced medical equipments which will work as a great care for the local people who are not financially strong enough to go out to other cities. Emphasizing on public and private contribution in developing medical infrastructure, Rijiju said, without development of medical facilities, society cannot develop.
Few years back, we used to think that when will Northeast start developing? But now, we are seeing it. And from the government side, in last 3 years, the way we have laid the foundation, the Prime Minister has absolute clarity in his mind that without the development of the Northeast, we cannot claim that India is developing.
Focusing on the need to improve health scenario of the region, the minister further appealed to the corporates to come forward and open medical facilities in the region.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently. A 3-day exercise on humanitarian assistance and disaster relief termed as Nabhas Rahat, hosted by HQ's Eastern Air Command, was held at Upper Shillong. The objective of the exercise was to aware the stakeholders engaged in relief operations involving Air Force about the scope, role and task, including challenges in air operations. Chief Minister Dr. Mukul Sangma, along with the senior officials from Indian Air Force, Army, Navy, Meghalaya counterparts were also present in the exercise. Befitting tribute has been paid recently to Major David Manlan in his hometown Shillong. Thousands gathered to pay their heartfelt tribute to the fallen hero. The death of Manlan during a fierce gunfight near the India-Myanmar border in Nagaland's Mon district came as a shocking news for the entire city of Shillong. Manlan, the slain officer from Territorial Army Naga Battalion, was posted with Assam Rifles. He was a student of St. Anthony's School in Shillong and pursued his graduation from St. Anthony's College. The encounter occurred at Lapa close to the Indo-Myanmar border and about 33 km from Nagaland's capital, Kohima. In advent of the 50th year of Dri festival of Apatani tribe of Arunachal Pradesh, the celebration in the state capital began with the opening ceremony of football tournament at Dera Natong Government College, Itanagar ground. Dri is an agriculture festival of Apatanis which is celebrated in a grandeur manner. The official celebration of Dri has already been started at 0 in Arunachal Pradesh. Tripura Finance Minister Bhanulal Saha announced hike in the pay and pension of serving and retired employees. According to Saha, as per this ratio, the average increase of all would come up to 19.68%. The increase in the pay of fixed pay employees would be according to the formula announced for regular employees. He added that the average increase for Group D employees would be Rs 4,000, for Group C employees it would be Rs 5,500, for Group B officers the average increase would come up to Rs 9,500, while for Group A officers it would be Rs 15,000 per month. The Finance Minister made it clear that the total expenditure for implementing the new pay scales and pensions would be Rs 1242.69 crore, though the allocation for the purpose in the current financial year's budget is only Rs 600 crore. With the onset of monsoon, the landscape of Assam is painted with lush greenery and freshness. As the farmers start preparation to sow seeds, it indicates the arrival of Ambubachi Mela, a festival to be celebrated at Kamakhya Temple in Guwahati. The temple authorities have made elaborate arrangements for ensuring smooth observance of the holy occasion. Chief Minister of Assam, Sarbananda Sonowal, along with other state officials, visited the temple recently to review the preparations. Lakhs of devotees from across the country and abroad are expected to throng the Kamakhya temple and offer their prayers and seek blessings. Special arrangements of accommodations and food have been made for the pilgrims for smooth conduct of the occasion, as well as security has been heightened up. The focus of this year's Ambubachi Mela, often described as Mahakumbh of the East, will not just be about godliness but cleanliness as well. To spread awareness and as a part of a volunteering drive, Assam Medical College Blood Bank organized the first of its kind blood donation camp at the Central Industrial Security Force Unit BCPL Township, Dibrugarh. During the one-day camp, many forces and families turned up and donated blood willingly. The donation camp was held at the Family Welfare Center of CISF. Well, moving on, after scaling the world's highest mountain twice in 10 days in 2011, country's climber Anshu Jamsenpa, who hails from the landlocked state of Arunachal Pradesh, has broken her own record by scaling the Mount Everest twice in less than a week. Today, we bring to you an exclusive interview of a great mountaineer and a mother of two, who became the country's first woman to climb the world's highest peak for the 5th time.
Hi, I'm Anshu Jamsenpa. I'm a mountaineer and adventure is my passion. Every time when we go to the mountains, we really don't know that we'll come back safely or not.
So Anshu, tell us your journey into the Mount Everest, the world's highest peak.
I got into mountaineering very late. I started in 2008 and my husband, he is president of Arunachal Mountaineering and Adventure Sport Association, and every year we conduct Himalayan trekking expedition. So in one of that program, he invited mountaineers friend from the outside. So I have done rock climbing with them, then I have joined with them in trekking. So they only say that, ma'am, why don't you go for a professional course? And I was very interested and I was always ready to jump into any kind of adventure activity. So that's how I took informations from them, and then I went for my, I started from adventure course, which was about for 15 days. And slowly I started loving it. I mean, I started enjoying climbing, and once I started, I never looked back.
Starting your journey by 2011, reaching by now 2017, you had a different feelings when you had on 2011 and this time?
Whenever we reach in the top, we always get a mixed kind of feeling. But one thing, every time when I reach in the top, I always felt that I'm very blessed, I'm lucky, and I'm very close to God. These feelings were always there in my every summit.
And so you have become the inspiration for many people, as well as you have become the icon for the Indian women, especially the girls from the Northeast regions. So what kind of personal message you would like to give it to them?
My message would be like, what we women think is like, we are women, we need support like that. That's a mental block. You should not think in that way, because I never considered myself as a like I'm a woman, I cannot do this or that. What I thought was like, I'm a human being. We are capable of doing so many things, so we can do whatever we want. And what you want to do, or whatever is your dream, nobody is going to come and tell you and push you. You have to take a stand for that. You empower yourself and you follow your dream and passion. That's what I want to say.
Now going forward, what are your future plans?
We have a virgin peak in our Arunachal, so I've been aiming to climb this peak from last so many years. So I want to climb that peak as well. So October and September is the season. And that's my immediate plan. And I also want to open up my own institute.
Just recently you have met Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What was your experience like?
It was great. In every different forum, like I've been talking about to include mountaineering in sports policy. So that time, like I felt very lucky that finally we could talk that in front of the Prime Minister, and he has promised, and he was quite positive. So I'm hopeful in coming days, like the mountaineers, they will also get the sports policies benefit. So that was the best part of our meeting, I guess. And another best part was like he asked about my daughters, and when I told him about her result, then he was very happy to learn that, and then he has sent a congratulatory message. So which I think once when my daughter she will see it, I think she will be very happy to see that, and that's a very kind gesture of him.
Thanks a lot, Anshu, for sharing your precious moments with us.
Well, viewers, education plays a multiple role in a society. It molds the future generation, safeguards the legacy, and makes a society better and developed. Likewise, taking an advantage on evolving modern technology, India's Northeast region too has adapted and introduced the modern way of technique teaching in schools and colleges. The landlocked state of Manipur is one such example of introducing digital smart class in schools. Have a look.
Since time immemorial, education has been playing a pivotal role in shaping a society's future and bringing development in a nation. In this regard, Manipur is making giant leaps in the field of imparting education and is moving towards digital education. Realizing the dreams of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's initiative Digital India, the landlocked state of Manipur has introduced digital smart class in various schools of the state. And one such is the school in one of the new district, Kangpokpi district. St. Francis de Sales School in Daily village is one of the first in hill areas of the state to introduce smart class in the schools. The new modern technique of teaching will benefit more than 870 students hailing from different communities studying in the school. At present, 5 digital smart classes are available, and the school authorities aiming to provide the facilities in all the classes in the coming days.
Ever since I came here, I have this desire that I want to start smart class, because we have schools in Assam, Nagaland, and almost all the schools we have got smart class. When I came to this side, I found there is no smart class. I also was surprised to see, but I wanted to introduce it.
Similarly, various other schools in the capital city Imphal and other parts of the state have also adapted this new revolutionary program, digital education, as a new process of learning and technique of teachings. The implementation of smart classes blended with 3D learning comprise of animation, graphics, videos and audio. Bringing technology to the classroom becomes a new fascinating space of learning for the students, as it provides them an opportunity to witness everything on the screen, and this visual image gets fixed easily in their minds.
The students of Manipur, they are very talented, they are very hardworking, they are gifted. Only thing is we need to develop infrastructure, and also recruitment of teachers. We have to give more emphasis to select good and professional teachers who takes a lot of interest in teaching, who likes teaching profession.
Learning from the smart class, I think I will proceed my further studies even more better. And I know that everyone will appreciate our school as well, since it is the first school which have this digital class smart class in the hill districts.
The newly introduced high-tech classroom will not only provide a better technique of teachings, but also boost the interest level of the students by imparting new knowledge of technology.
Well, India's northeast region comprises some of the most unique and enjoyable and beautiful destinations which are hardly visited. In recent years, with the tourism sector of the region booming, tourists in large numbers are visiting the region. The landlocked state of Meghalaya is no less than a heavenly bliss and offers a mystical view of the nature's paradise on earth. One such destination is Elephant Falls, with 3 layers of falls situated in Upper Shillong that beholds tourists from all across the globe. Let's have a look. Shillong is rightly called as the Scotland of East, as the city has many things unique and amazing to offer to its visitors. One such destination is the Elephant Falls, with mesmerizing scenic beauty, situated 12 km away from the city of Shillong. Named after an elephant-like stone at its foot, the Elephant Falls are amongst the most popular falls in Northeast and in the country as a whole. Its uniqueness lies in the 3 layers of the falls, among which the first of the layer is tucked between the dense trees and are very broad. It is noteworthy that the third and the most visible waterfall is the tallest, with clean water flowing like a sheet of milk on the dark rocks in the backdrop. The Elephant Falls is a great stopover destination before one heads further to other tourist spots in Meghalaya.
बहुत ही बढ़िया है और तेलंगाना से बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ पर आके। उधर बहुत गर्मी है और यहाँ पर आके ठंडा ठंडा वेदर है पूरा, बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ पर। अभी अभी हम शिलोंग देख कर आए हैं वहाँ पर, और यहाँ का जो नज़ारा है वो बहुत ही बढ़िया है।
The drizzling rain that continues to shower adds to the beauty of the falls, and one can have a great time away from the hustle and bustle of the busy life. One of the major highlights of Elephant Falls is that it was the British name of what the local Khasi people once referred to as Kashaid Lai Pateng Khoshu, or 3 steps waterfalls, since the falls actually consisted of 3 sections in succession. Elephant Falls can be visited all year around, but for tourists, monsoon season is the best time to visit the spot, as the water flows with full might and the crystal clear water adds to its scenic beauty that one would cherish forever in their lifetime.
यहाँ पर जो नेचर है वो बहुत ही फ्रेंडली है और हर कोई यहाँ पर आ जाए। और हमारा भारत जो है, जो बहुत बड़ा देश है, तो देश में बहुत सारे अच्छे पॉइंट है देखने के लिए। तो सब लोग आए यहाँ पर और देखे। एलिफेंट फॉल्स है, मेघालय में कुछ पॉइंट है, बिग पॉइंट्स है, बहुत ही बढ़िया नेचर है यहाँ पर। सब लोग आए और ये देखे।
Besides this, the visitors experienced the ambience and the lifestyle of the Khasi people, accompanied with some of the few items such as handicraft items made of bamboo and wood, hand-woven shawls that are exceptional to find. One can have a smooth journey to Elephant Falls through air, rail and also via road. Nearest airport is at Guwahati, which has direct flights to all other major cities of the country. One can easily hire a cab or take public or private buses till Shillong. The nearest railhead is at Guwahati, from where one can either hire a cab or catch public or private buses till Shillong. With communication link improving day by day, Shillong is well connected by road to Guwahati and nearby major cities of the northeast. Public and private buses connected to Guwahati and other cities, which makes the journey comfortable and worth remembering. Well, viewers, with that, we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at AnyIndia_ANI. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host, Chandrakala, signing off. Goodbye and take care.